Welcome back to Just Fit Pilates. I've got a quick glute workout for you today. The ankle weights are optional. We're going to start lying on our backs with our legs hip distance apart on the wall. Hips should be underneath the knees. We're going to do 5 hip rolls first. You're going to roll through imprint, come up onto the shoulder blades, and then roll back down. And again, rolling through imprint. So that means that low back is coming closer to the mat, and then we come up onto the shoulder blades and roll back down. And again, rolling up, pressing through those feet. Roll back down. With the breath, we try to inhale as we come down, exhale as we come up here. And inhale lower. And we'll do one more. So rolling up and roll back down. Now I'm going to show you a quick form tip so that you don't feel it as much in your low back. So when you press up, if you extend through the stomach too much, you're going to feel it in your low back. So we want to bring that down, and then you're going to tilt your pelvis slightly. So those hip bones are coming closer towards the ribs. That should help you feel like you're arching less in the back and feeling back pain. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with 10 hip lifts first. So we're going to bridge up, then you're going to lower, hovering over the mat, and come back up. We'll do that for 10. So we're lowering down and then lift. Each time you lift, try to really squeeze those glutes so that we can open up that hip joint as much as we can. Now the ankle weights don't add much here, but once we go into single leg, that's when you'll feel that difference. And we'll go for 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Okay, now we're going to lift the heels. So lift the heels and lower. We'll go for 10. So staying lifted this whole time, just bringing those heels up. This is great ankle mobility work and good isometric glute work. So just trying to stay up that whole time. We'll go for 3 and 2. Last one. Now come down. Now we're going to change our foot position. So you're going to turn your feet out so they look like a V. They're not pressing together. There should be a little space between your heels. We're going to repeat that. So you're going to come up. We're just going to drop the hips and then bring them back up for 10. If you find it's hard to bring your glutes up, bring yourself closer to the wall and that should help. We'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stay lifted and lift those heels. So now in that turned out position, we're lifting the heels, trying to stay lifted through the rest of the body. We'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we can come down. We'll take a little break here. You can scoot closer to the wall if you need to. Now separate your feet further and put them back into parallel so they look like an 11. We're going to bridge back up. We're going to drop the hips and come back up for 10. For 3, 2, and last one. Okay, now we're gonna lift the heels. So heels come up and lower down. Same thing, still in that second position. For 5, 4, 3, don't forget to breathe, 2, and 1. Good, okay, let's come down. We'll take a quick break here. You can bring your legs in, wrap your arms around, especially if you feel a little discomfort in the low back. Now we're going to bring our legs back. Now this time we're going to turn out into a V. So this is a second position V. We're going to drop the hips and come back up. So I feel this a little more in the outer part of the glutes. Those muscles are working to try to keep the hips rotated out. We've got 4 more. And 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted. Lift the heels for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Bring those knees in. You can rock back and forth. Take a few breaths here. Great, let's move on to single legs. So place those feet back on the wall, parallel hip distance apart. We're gonna bridge up, put one leg in tabletop, and then drop the hips up and down for 10. So extra challenge here because it's a lot more work for the pelvis to try to stay level. So for all of these, try to stay lifted and level the whole time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up. Lift the heel for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Place that foot on the wall. Let's switch legs. So other legs in tabletop. Let's drop those hips and come back up for 10. Three more to go. We're going for 3 and 2, 1. Now stay lifted. Lift the heel for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, almost done, 1. Great, place that foot down, come down. We'll rock back and forth. And remember, you can always pause if you need a longer rest than what I'm giving you here. So let's place our feet back onto the wall. We're gonna bridge up. Place one leg in tabletop. Now we're gonna extend the leg towards the wall and bring it back to tabletop for 10. So let's go. Same thing here, we wanna really be keeping that pelvis level, so those hip bones should be right in the same line. And point that foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place that foot down. If you have any discomfort, you can always bridge with your foot on the ground as well. So bring it to tabletop and then extend that leg. Try to feel length through that leg, so really point the foot, reaching it towards the wall. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place that foot down and come down. So like I said, if any of these get uncomfortable, you can take your feet off the wall and put them onto the floor if you need to. So let's bridge back up. Tabletop leg, we're gonna extend to tabletop, up to tabletop. We'll do 5 each leg. So tabletop up, tabletop reach, tabletop up, tabletop reach. For 3 and 2. Last one. Place that foot down. Switching legs, so extend the leg first. Go tabletop up, tabletop reach, tabletop up, tabletop reach. For 3, 2, last one. Plant that foot. Let's come down for a quick break. Rock those legs back and forth. We just have one more exercise after this, and then we'll do a nice little stretch after. So let's place both feet on the wall. We're gonna bridge up. One leg will go up towards the ceiling. You're gonna bring it slightly back and then circle around. We'll do 5 each leg. So bring it back, circle around. The more that you bring it out, the harder it's gonna be on your core. So maybe start with a small circle and then make it bigger as you progress and repeat the video. And just like the others, try to keep those hip bones at the same height the whole time. Great, place that leg down. We're gonna go to the other side, last little bit here. So bring it back and then circle around. I'm pressing through that wall foot to try to keep me lifted through the glutes, and then really pointing that leg that's straight, trying to reach it up towards the ceiling, feeling length through the leg. And we just got one more. Place that foot down, come down. Bring those knees in. You can wrap your arms around. Now we're gonna sit up and do a cat stretch. So we're gonna come into a quadruped position. So hands are underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You're gonna take a breath in and then exhale, flex that spine. So feel that nice stretch through the back. Take a breath in here and then exhale as you let that stomach hang so we can feel that stretch through the front of the body. We're going to flex again. And then extend the spine. Great, now we're going to sit back into a shell stretch. So you're going to reach those arms forward and then round that spine, so that should feel so good for that low back. We'll just sit here. This would be a great workout to do either on its own or you could pair it with an ab workout. I will attach some ab workouts to this one after if you'd like to try those as well. All right, let's set up. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the workout and I can't wait to see you again.